Welcome to Advanced Prompt Usage, referencing prompts in computed fields. Our objectives for this lesson are: learn how to create a prompt with custom values, learn how to reference a prompt within a computed field, learn how to create a computed field that dynamically displays data based on user input. Let's get started. For this lesson, we'll be working with a sample student dataset. It contains a list of students and some information about them. For this activity, let's create a query that allows the end user to choose an address format from a list. Then, based on their selection, the query results will display the address in a specified format. To get started, we're going to open up the Query Builder. Next, open up Prompt Manager and add a new prompt. Let's name the prompt Address Prompt. And add some display text that says, select an address format. Make this a mandatory prompt by checking requires a non-blank value. Also select Use Prompt Value throughout the project. Next, select the Prompt Typed and Values tab. Leave the prompt type as text. Change the method for populating the prompt to User selects value from a static list. The end user should only be allowed to select a single address type, so leave the number of values box as a single value. Next, let's specify the different address formats that a user can choose from. Click the Add button to enter values. Since the end user won't see the unformatted values, we can make them a series of coded values. In the Displayed Value column, we'll type what the end user will see. For the first row, enter SCSZ as the unformatted value, and street, city, state, zip as the displayed value. Set this as the default. Now add another row. For this one, enter CSZ as the unformatted value, and city, state, zip as the displayed value. For our final row, type CC for the unformatted value and city, country for the display value. Click OK and close. Next, we need to build a computed field that will generate a custom address format based on the user's prompt selection. Open up Computed Columns and create a new advanced expression. We're going to use case statements to build out our logic. Case statements are similar to using if-then logic. So let's start by creating logic that builds the street, city, state, zip format. Case statements start by typing out case when. Then we're going to reference our prompt name. Do this by typing double quotes, an ampersand, and then the name of your prompt. Next, type equals. Then type your coded prompt value in quotes. So far, our case statement reads, when the address prompt is equal to SCSZ. The next step is to tell SAS what should happen when this statement is true. Do this by typing the word then. Now we're going to specify the address format. We'll do this by concatenating the address, city, state, and zip code columns. Select the address, then click the concatenate icon. Next, add a space between this column and the next. Add another concatenate operator. Repeat the process with the city, state, and zip code columns. Now we've completed the first condition of our case statement. It reads, when the address prompt equals SCSZ, then display the address, city, state, and zip code fields concatenated together. Now, let's repeat the process for the two remaining address formats. We're going to do this by copying and pasting the when-then portions of our case statement. When the address prompt equals CSZ, then city, state, zip code. When the address prompt equals CC, then city and country. To complete a case statement, type the word end. Then validate your expression to make sure you don't have any typos. Our expression syntax is valid, so click the close button, then click next. Name the field address formatted. Then click next and finish, then close. Add the UID and name fields. Then move the address field to the bottom of the selection. Next, we need to add this prompt into the query. Click on the Options button, and then select Options for this query. Go to the Prompts tab. Next, we need to add our address prompt. Click Add, and then Address Prompt. This adds a reference to the prompt into our query. Click OK, then run the query. You'll see that our address prompt displays and prompts us to select a format. Let's start with the default format. Click Run. Take a look at the results set. The address formatted field is displaying the street name, city, state, and zip code. It looks like the street name and city fields contain some extra spaces, but we could remove those using the trim function. Let's run the query again using a different format. This time we selected city, state, and zip. Notice that the address formatted field has changed. Now we see the city, state, and zip. Let's run the query one final time to look at the third address format. As you can see, the column now displays the city and country. This concludes the referencing prompts within computed fields section of advanced prompt usage. Thank you.